Ida for leaving my friend at a restaurant after she tested me. So I to 3F have a close friend to 4F, who will call Stella who has this really annoying habit of doing little things to test our friendship. She says stuff like I just wanted to see if you'd notice I was upset, or I wanted to see if you would drop what you were doing to help me. This really pisses me off. And I've told her before that I would really love it if she stopped doing that and just talked to me openly if something was bothering her. Last weekend we went out to dinner with 2 friends. At the end, we asked for separate checks. When it came to me, I noticed they had charged me one of Stella's drinks. She had already paid, so I decided not to say anything then because I didn't want to complicate everything. For the staff, I figured I would just bring it up later. After dinner while we were saying bye, I quickly mentioned to Stella that one of her drinks had been charged to my bill and that I thought she had overlooked it. I said it really nicely and pretty offhandedly. However, after I told her that, Stella suddenly got really cold and just said, "Oh, I'm a really awkward person and don't know how to handle people when they're being rude or standoffish," so I kind of let it slide. Later that night she texted me, saying she felt I had been acting selfishly and that she didn't feel appreciated in our friendship. Despite her doing so much for me, she said she had noticed the drink wasn't charged to her and waited to see whether I would offer to cover it since she had helped me move into my new apartment 2 months ago. I understand wanting to be appreciated, but I was honestly really annoyed. I don't think it's healthy to help your friends and expect something in return. That feels really transactional. I told her that if she wanted me to buy her a drink as a thank you for helping me move, it would have been better to say so 2 months ago. Instead, this turns something small into some arbitrary test of friendship. She replied that it shouldn't have to fall on her to keep reminding me to show basic appreciation. We decided to meet for brunch the next day to talk it out in person. I got there first and ordered a coffee. However, before I could even really say anything, she immediately started telling me how she hoped I had thought more about my actions. At that point, I just couldn't do it anymore. I was so frustrated that any attempt at having a productive conversation turned into me somehow being the villain. I just stood up, paid for my coffee, and left. I texted her afterwards saying that I was done participating in her little tests and that I can't be friends with someone who isn't willing to communicate like an adult. I just don't know how I can make her understand that she needs to stop testing people quite literally.